Hi, I'm Mark Reinfeld, and I am so happy and excited to be with you here today to show you just how fun and easy it is to prepare healthy, affordable, and delicious plant-based cuisine that's good for you and good for the planet, using ingredients that you can find at your local market. The first recipes we're going to do now is a green smoothie. This drink is a powerhouse of nutrition, and it's a wonderful way for you to start your day. We're going to use pineapple, kale, papaya, and banana. First, just going to cut the top off and the bottom. I'm going to show you one recipe, but by making changes, you're actually going to learn how to make hundreds of recipes that you can prepare with whatever ingredients you have on hand. And this is just going to go right in the blender. This could be any fruit that you like. Now we're going to put in some papaya, and with the papaya I'm just going to take these seeds out into the blender. And now we're going to use a banana. Most people don't know how monkeys peel banana in the wilderness. You may have never seen this before, but basically the monkeys know how to get the banana out just by peeling from the bottom. Banana goes in, and now we're going to use some kale. Kale is the poster child for the superfood kingdom. It's filled with nutrients that is good for your hair and bones. It's one of the highest nutrient-dense foods around. You can add water or coconut water, and this is going to give it an amazing flavor. Many people ask what vegans eat, and as you can see, all these fresh fruits and some dark leafy greens make for a wonderful drink, and we're just going to blend this up. Excellent. Hippocrates said that food can be our medicine. And now we know that plants have the power to heal and transform our lives and can also be totally delicious. So here you have great nutrients and a delicious silky smoothie drink to start your day. Excellent. Lovely. So we're going to roll right into our appetizer now, which is going to be an artichoke heart fritter. I like to demystify a lot of aspects of plant-based cuisine for people. Most of these ingredients are available at your local market. Now that we have our artichokes done, I'm going to just put a little bit of olive oil in here for dipping. And we're going to get our coating together. And for that, we have some breadcrumbs and a little bit of chili flakes or cayenne you can use, and a bit of cornmeal, some fresh ground pepper, and a touch of salt. Give this a little stir. You can change this recipe up by changing up the type of breadcrumbs you use and also the types of herbs that you use. So for this, I'm going to chop up some flat leaf parsley. And then basically now all we do is we dip our artichoke in the oil here lightly and coat it with the breadcrumbs. For our fritters, and I'm going to use one hand for the oil and one hand for the coating. Another word for a vegan diet is plant-based. So it's essentially a vegetarian diet that leaves out the animal products such as dairy and eggs. Nature provides this incredible bounty of fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, herbs, grains, legumes, and of course, dark chocolate, which we'll be working with later today. So we're going to put our last little fritter here, and I'm bursting with excitement to share this with you guys. A nice crunchy outside, chewy inside. It's amazing. We're going to put this in our grill setting here for 5 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm going to show you a simple dipping sauce you can make. These fritters are amazing on their own, so this is an optional step. But this is a plant-based mayonnaise, so it uses oil instead of eggs. So actually it's cholesterol-free. A little fresh squeezed lemon juice in here. Add a small amount of this here. Basically, the plant mayonnaise and lemon combination is making like a vegan sour cream. And now I'm just gonna add a little bit of fresh minced dill. You'll experience this burst of flavor once you add the dill into your vegan sour cream. So it's been 5 minutes, and I could tell by this amazing smell that our fritters are ready. I'm gonna pull them out of the oven. And we're looking for this nice crisp coating on our breadcrumbs. And just to add a little extra color that'll really make this pop, I'm gonna add some diced red bell pepper. You can add purple cabbage, red cabbage, anything to get your creative juices flowing. So simple and so delicious. Now that we've tasted and enjoyed our fritters, we're gonna move on to the main event. This is really the meat and potatoes of the plant-based lifestyle. Tofu is based, it's a soybean product, very high in protein. All of these items that I'm gonna prepare now, this is your meat alternative. Here we have our extra firm tofu. Now I'm gonna introduce this product, which is tempeh. It's also a soy-based product. It's an Indonesian street food, basically. And everyone knows how important protein is. That's probably the most common question that vegans and vegetarians get asked is, where do you get your protein? So the answer is basically in plants. For those of you who are not interested in soy, I present to you the Portobello mushroom. This is basically the hamburger of the plant kingdom. For this, we're gonna take off the stem here. And for texture, you can remove the gills just by scraping that off there. And again, this is a really economical way for you to get your nutrition and looking at the food as medicine aspect. You're eating these meals, it tastes good. It's a guilt-free way of eating, and your body is just gonna feel a difference. I'm gonna do a very simple marinade now on this dish. Just a bit of olive oil. This is tamari, which is a soy sauce. Tamari has the properties of bringing out the flavor of other ingredients. So this is something that really makes your dishes pop. It's one of my top ingredients to use. And now I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in here. And after it sits for a few minutes, you just give it a nice little flip like this. So now this is gonna get placed in the oven on our grill setting for about 10 minutes. Now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna prepare a very simple barbecue sauce. Right now I'm putting in some tomato paste, and then we're gonna add a little of this molasses. And if you have molasses, it's a byproduct of the sugar making process that's very high in iron. We're gonna get some salt flavor from the tamari. In addition to the molasses, we're gonna add some cider vinegar. It's for a little bit of tang, some ground black pepper, pinch of chili powder, and you can adjust that to taste based on how spicy you like it. And this is some paprika. It's gonna add a nice smoky flavor, a bit of water to get our desired consistency. Now this is an optional ingredient, it's called liquid smoke, and this adds a nice smoky flavor to the sauce. And we're gonna whisk this up. The biggest reason people start including more plants in their diet, based on my experience, is health related. And if you look at the cultures with higher proportions of plant-based foods in their diet, they have less instances of the diseases that are afflicting our society. I'm just gonna get our sandwiches ready. So I have some whole grain buns here, gonna get some lettuce, and the accoutrements that you add to your sandwich are up to you. It's actually staggering when you compare the amount of resources that are used in a meat-based diet compared to a plant-based diet. We have to take care of our planet, and I like the idea of 7-generational thinking. So you think in terms of, how are my actions gonna impact 7 generations from now, and what kind of legacy do I wanna leave for my children? Even 10% of a shift will restore balance to our environment. Just gonna pull this out of the oven. And as you can see, it has this beautiful color, nice and crisp, and this is gonna form the base of our sandwich now. This is the burger of the plant kingdom. This is a cost-effective way for you to get your protein pound for pound. It's less than you would pay for a cut of meat, and it's so much more healthy for you. So many of the conditions that we're faced with today are meat-related due to our meat consumption. So this is a way that you can protect yourself and protect your family from a lot of the horrors that are going on in animal agriculture today. We're gonna top it now with some barbecue sauce here. And this will give you some nice crispy lettuce. And here you have your plant-based burger. So this is a win-win on every level that you could think of. There's lower fat content, more nutrients, it's more cost-effective, it's just as satisfying as the burger that you're accustomed to, and your body is gonna feel a difference big time when you give this a try. So now that we've had our main course, we're gonna make a massage kale salad with a ranch dressing. So for that, I have some soaked cashews. Cashews are really good protein source and essential fatty acid source as well, and it gives a nice, rich, creamy texture. Freshly squeezed lemon, fresh garlic. Take a jar, voila. Oil, olive oil, cayenne pepper, which will give it some heat. Gonna add a little bit of water. You can see how beautiful, smooth, and creamy this is. It's high in protein, the B vitamins. Kale, again, this is the superfood of all superfoods. Nice and creamy. You can serve this as is. I'm just gonna chop up some fresh dill here, yellow bell pepper. The few tips that I like to give is one is to get creative with your salads. Just start including one new ingredient a week. And you'll be surprised if you start adding one new ingredient a week, after a few months, you have a whole new repertoire. Our kale is now sufficiently relaxed and massaged, and now we're gonna roll right into our dessert, where I have some dark chocolate melting on the stove for these simple no-bake cookies. I've used this lovely dark chocolate here. You could change this dish by replacing this with any of your favorite dark chocolate bars. For this, basically, the chocolate becomes the base, and you could really add whatever you want to it. I'm gonna add some raisins, gonna add a touch of vanilla, pinch of cinnamon. Here I have some almond butter, and instead of almond butter, you can use peanut butter or tahini or any nut butter that you would like. And this just gives a nice, rich flavor to our dessert. And I'm gonna add some chopped pecans. Dark chocolate is actually a superfood as well. Many people are happy to hear that. These are actually no-bake cookies, so no baking is required. All that you need to do is you place the batter onto a sheet like this, top it with a little more bits of pecans, and then we'll place this in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes. There we have it. The perfect way to end your meal. So this is the future of food. What I like to share with you is how simple and easy it is to prepare plant-based cuisine. You saw with our green smoothie that that's a perfect way to start off your day, give you great energy and move you into your morning, whatever your activity level is. We had some lovely artichoke heart fritters for a simple snack after work or as a side dish. And then we had our vegan tofu burger with barbecue sauce, which is again a protein-rich meat alternative that will keep you satiated and give you all the protein you need. Kale ranch salad, and topped off with this no-bake cookie.